Praise God. My name is Joshua Thomas. I'm from Little Flock Pentecostal Church, and I'm just so grateful for this opportunity to be able to share a word of encouragement with you all as you start off your week. First of all, I want to wish you all happy May. That's right, we've made it through April. It's the first week of May, and God is still a good God. I just want to read a verse for you all. Proverbs 24, verse 16. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. A few weeks back, right before this whole quarantine had started, I was given the opportunity to go on a skiing trip. This would be the first time I've ever went skiing. I was very hesitant at first, and rightfully so. I've heard of many people getting hurt on skiing trips, and so I was very reluctant to say yes to go on this trip. However, I said yes, and we were making our way up the mountain, and on our drive there, I was reminded repeatedly, Josh, don't worry. As long as you learn how to fall and get back up, you're gonna be fine. You'll survive. That made no sense to me whatsoever. At this point, I wanted to turn back, but however, we were already halfway there. We moved forward, we got onto the skiing slopes, and once we were there, it took me 30 minutes to make my first move. I saw people falling left and right. I didn't want to experience that whatsoever, so I stood still for 30 minutes because I was afraid. Within 20 seconds of me starting to ski, I put my first foot forward and then my second foot forward, and I just, let gravity do its thing. Next thing you know, I fell. I fell and immediately just wanted to get back up. It was not an easy process. It's not as easy as just falling and getting up. I had to unbuckle my skis. I had to use my skiing poles to help me get up. It was a process, honestly. I was regretting it this whole time. But you know what? All of that, what they were telling me, made sense in that moment. Once you learn to fall and get back up, it becomes easier, much more enjoyable. The important thing is that, as we read in this verse, that there are going to be times when you fall. God doesn't promise that He won't allow you to experience a fall, but what He does say is that you will have the strength to rise up again. You will have the strength. Why? How? You may ask. My neighbors are all experiencing the same thing. They might have lost a job. They're going through sickness. They're going through this fear and anxiety. They're all going through the same thing. We're all humans. What's different? What's inside of us that can help us get up while when they fall, they stay on the ground? And what is that? And I want to turn your attention to the scriptures. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 6 to 10, it says, For God, who said, let light shine out of darkness, made His light shine in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of God. We have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. We are hard-pressed on every side, but we're not crushed, perplexed, but we're not in despair. We're persecuted, but we are not abandoned. We may be struck down, but we're not destroyed. See, these verses remind us that there will be times when we are pressed, but God doesn't allow us to be crushed. There will be times when we may feel perplexed, but we won't be in despair. Why? Because there is a light that shines out of darkness that's within us. This light that God has given us, the knowledge of God, the fact that He is our strength, He is our joy, He is our peace, and that is what resides inside of us. I pray that this week, no matter what you're facing, no matter how you're feeling, no matter how far you feel you fell, just be reminded that you have a call to rise again, and you have a call to help those who cannot get up. There are those around us that don't have this light inside of them. And so their hopelessness leads to despair. May your hope be a light for them and an encouragement to them. And I pray that you would find the strength in God to rise up again. May God bless you with these words.
Praise God. What a powerful message that we heard from Joshua Thomas. And I want to thank you, Joshua Thomas, for that word of encouragement. Just as we heard, as being righteous, sometimes we may fall, but that's okay. We have the power of God within us so that we can rise up again. Through this, because of this pandemic, you may feel that many of the things are fell down, and you may feel in your heart or that everything is falling down and I'm going to be destroyed. But as we heard, though we may struck down, but we are not destroyed, because we have the power of God within us to raise up us again. So as PYFA, we just want to assure you that even in this time of trouble, we are with you and we are praying for you. And also I just want to give some update that we will be having our talent competitions, but not in the date that we decided before. But please stay tuned to us, or our website, our social medias, and even through email. And please feel free to contact either our president, secretary, or me for any of the information that you need. And I also want to let you know that PYFA started a Venmo account. So if God is asking you to donate some money for this organization, please feel free to do that. Our PYFA Venmo account is PYFA 2020. Yes, PYFA 2020. And also, we want to thank you for all your support, even in these difficult times. And may the Lord continue to bless you, and together we may be able to rise up again from this crisis that we are facing. May God bless each one of you. Thank you.